Yeah, I've got an ad running on the front of this. So once it clears out, I'll see whatever you're sending. All right, I like that. I've got Angie. Well, she gets caught up with some backlog stuff that I've got her working on. She's going to be moving these episodes each week to YouTube for because not automatically. Apparently, because of an affiliate thing. I don't know if they just took it out of the system a while back, but basically, our agreements were supposed to leave it on for 24 hours, as only on Twitch, and then we can. But it's just a click of a button. Put the title. But yes, yes. So I kind of forget to go back because I'm like, oh, the next day I think about it, but then I gotta wait, and then I forget. So, but that'll help keep constant content going on our YouTube channel. Maybe. Oh, I see. Yeah, have the little sticker back on it. Nice. Yeah, yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Cool. And you're using just OBS and not the slobs. I could use him, but I'm not excited about it. Yeah, but I never went to slobs because it's Windows only right now. I can't even. See, if you've got, do you still have to run Reflector if you've got iOS phone and a Mac, or what is Reflector doing for you? Hey, Dragons for lunch. He says you can just hear me. Oh, I can hear you just fine. So yeah. I thought I was on Travelers. I'm checking for the comm, make sure I'm not just hearing you in my head.
So now he should be able to hear me because I've got basically I have to hear me through my computer um, for OBS to pick it up. Trying to decide if I want to enable. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna enable. What should I call it? Um,
An email, I think.
all right. So, and I've already got the. We got the new page or the new. Yeah, it looks like you're in it. The new template page. That's the word I'm looking for.
I just should have just popped up. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap! It's doing that thing where it starts me randomly on a tab, and I was on episode 78.
Yeah, yeah. So here's how you can fix that. By the way,
Okay.
do you type? Do you go to a bookmark that you've made?
I do, and I
Yes,
bet you was bookmarked at that episode, wasn't it?
exactly. Yep. So if
Ah,
you go into the bookmark, edit it, and take out everything past, like it'll say edit #GID and then a number. You can delete that, and it'll always open to the leftmost tab,
oh,
which will always be the template.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I had to learn that. All right,
I
let's
remember
pop
you
up.
had that issue, but I just never cared
Mm-hmm.
enough to find out what you did about it.
Yeah, such a pain in the butt.
So we're about to roll over to the 2019 sheet.
Yeah, so we'll have a whole new spreadsheet to have to deal with. Great.
We don't have to. We can
Yeah,
keep it on.
we don't see any reason actually not to.
I just did it last year because I don't know, just made sense.
Mm-hmm.
All over the calendar, all over the sheets.
Yeah,
Hey, Nicole.
yeah, we are a little early, Nicole, because we're. I did a new bezel, and I wanted to play around with it and see if it was groovy, and it appears to be groovy.
It does. So what was going on with your internet? Because I thought from the little headline you put in that you didn't have internet.
Yeah, it's funny because in places in Denver there is no CenturyLink. Um,
Huh.
there's no CenturyLink access. It's up for me, but that combined speed, that bar graph I sent you, shows that I've got 8.1 download. I'm paying for 40, 50, and 10.9 upload. Upload is great. Upload is about as good as it needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But download is about a tenth of what it should be, or maybe 20% of what it should be. So, but I can hear you just fine. I'll be able to hear Joe just fine. I'll definitely have to um, do what Joe does and load all of the tabs beforehand. I'm going to do that now,
I gotcha.
or else, we're going to be experiencing some major slowdown when it's time to load news stories.
Yeah.
And as usual, I've got a hard stop at, man, should be 7 because I'm going and meeting everybody as soon as they get back from I guess 9 o'clock your time, as soon as they get back from the movie.
Okay. Yeah, it should be doable
I
easily.
figure, yeah. There's news, but there ain't a lot of it. And
That Joe's an imposter.
it's a top half bald Brian Joe imposter.
What I love is the camera sources are reversed.
Yeah.
So one's camera, one's the zoom. And so one camera looks one way, the other looks the other way.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Oh, I didn't even think about that. If Joe appears at the bottom, crap. I'm not sure what we do about that.
That boy needs to put his Switch down and come play.
Yeah, exactly.
Show. That's right. We do have a speak pipe tonight.
Oh, cool. Love that.
Put that under here. And then we have a new patron. That's what we have. I keep putting it off because I'm trying to finish up another class. But I've been looking at that Skillshare, I think is the site.
Yeah, yeah. They're a sponsor of Coverville.
Oh, very cool.
Have you signed up with them yet, or you're looking
My
at it?
boss signed up a long time ago.
Oh, shoot. Oh, well, if you did a long time ago, then probably.
Yeah. Otherwise, because I always try to find my friends who have affiliate codes for things if I want to spend money.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to do Photoshop. I've got Photoshop at the office, and I'm going to learn how to do basics for little posters and stuff we're doing. I was like, ugh.
Very cool.
Photoshop's like so much.
Oh, yeah, it's
so much stuff.
There is so much stuff. I mean, I probably use 20% of what's in Photoshop. I mean, it's totally a long tail kind of thing. All right, just out of curiosity. Zoom meeting preferences, edit. What if there's a way?
All right, I think we're ready to go. Nope, I gotta get the recording, audio recording ready. Oh yeah. Nicole's supposed to be.
Here we go. Yeah, darn it, he appeared at the bottom. Ah, shoot. Oh, that stinks because I'm not sure. I have to redo the graphic to get.
My bad.
Yeah, it's all your fault, Joe. Crap. How do I get? Can I turn my? Oh, can I turn my camera off? Does that?
On Zoom, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that hides self view. Ah, that works. Hide self view, and you can't. You guys still see me in there too, right?
Yeah.
I just don't see myself. I can't see myself when I'm with you.
I like it.
All right, yeah, that's cool. That works, and looks good on the new display. So,
the little, if you want to go that far, you know how we have the rim around me and Joe.
Yeah.
If you could color one red and the other blue for
our... No kidding.
You don't have to. I never know how much work it takes. So.
That's true. I could even make it red. And I could even put a little Valor symbol. Here's the problem. If you guys were to appear in a different order, Joe would have to contact Niantic and have his allegiance changed to Valor. So, I mean, if he's willing to do that, I think I'm fine with it. Totally.
And if I were ever on the blue side, I'd just be permanently arrogant for that night.
Oh.
Well then.
Yeah. Have you seen our new bezel on Twitch, Joe?
I have not. Let me
jump over there and have a look.
Yeah. And I'm also gonna be right back. I gotta grab something from upstairs.
Okay.
Miller Lite.
Oh, see, now I'm not seeing chat catch up anymore because I didn't see them.
Oh, hey, cool. The battle bezel.
Scoff talking about Dunsparce.
Oh, okay. I did see Dunsparce. Okay, so. Yep. Yeah, the battle bezel. Battle bezel.
All right, there's one more source I want to get.
Okay. What's this thing about? I want to look at it.
Pokemon GO Podcast.
Oh, never mind. It's something totally different.
Oh yeah, I need to get rid of my gum.
Joe finally approved Dragons for Lunch as a friend.
Apparently.
What's up, Nathan? We're just about to get started. We're actually a little early tonight, just testing some things out.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. That's what I want to do is move the reflector window because I don't want my notifications to show up there. So I'm going to move it just out of frame.
Looks like we've got a pyro event to go through now too.
Oh, really? Well, that's good. Like a
It sounds like the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, a more decent co-host would probably have muted his microphone.
Like this one. I mute my microphone all the time when I make bodily noises.
Yeah.
I love watching the stream. And I hear Joe's voice, but because there's lag, he doesn't talk. That's
right.
Great colloquialism.
Hello, Sneasel.
Oh, I looked at the chat room to see Sneasel showed up in the chat room. Oh, somebody. Oh, wait, no.
Somebody is in there named Sneasel. Nice. I have the Go Plus. Why would I upgrade to the Ball Plus? That is a good question. I can't wait to hear the answer.
So I guess no, what is this not doing? All right, yes. I am ready to start whenever you guys are.
Okay.
You're a liar, Charles.
Liar.
Usually, but I'm not sure why for tonight.
Yes, this is a real podcast. Egg coin.
Why am I a liar?
Oh, just in general.
Oh, okay.
It is a real official podcast. Whoa.
I don't think we're official, but
Yeah.
I've created accounts for my kids to play so they're not using my account. Well, now they enjoy battling between the 3 accounts. And they have 8
Nice. Very nice.
Oh, that's a great problem to have, man.
Yeah, no kidding. By the way, if anyone wants to fire up a battle with me, be my guest.
I beat you to it, Joe.
In a heart that's full of wonder and the rest. You can see my garbage teams because I really haven't spent any time setting any teams except for one of them up, and it's the same one I had last week. So,
yeah, I haven't. I think I've changed one Pokemon on one team, and that was for battling you.
Oh, really?
I had Gengar in there, and I was like, he sucks for PvP.
Yeah.
Like, no.
There's one I wanted to try for PvP, which is Flygon. The final form.
I could see him being really good on the lower tiers.
Well, yeah, and the problem is that my Trapinch was so good that when I evolved it, it became a 1506.
Oh,
So it's like, oh dang it! Like just a couple more CP down, and I would have had it.
They really need to, just like when you power up and it gives you a warning on what the new CP is going to be.
Yeah,
you need to do that for evolving.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yep, that would be really cool.
But we should probably save that for when we're actually
doing the show and talking about it and doing stuff and the thing and the place. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, I'm going to open up everything, so I'm probably going to get warbly for a second.
That's fine. In the meantime, Charles and I probably are both open for PvP, so fire away.
You know what? I need to put my game. I've been looking at some stuff.
So Brian is available.
I'll be available in like a minute.
Vlad, you want to fire up a match? Oh, fire up a match.
Fire it up. Fire it up. Fire it up.
I have not gotten an event shiny from this event yet. And it's a bummer. I haven't gotten a shiny Snorunt. I haven't gotten a shiny Delibird. I mean, I know Snorunt isn't part of this event, but it's been prevalent because of this event.
Yep.
And no, I haven't gotten one. Only shiny I've gotten recently is that little Shmengi thing, the
Schmengi?
Little Schmengi thing. What is he called? He's the Azrael baby.
Why am I blanking now?
Because I said Schmengi and that threw you off.
Yeah. Azuriel, right?
Azrael, is that? Yeah.
Sounds like demon summoning over here.
Yeah, Azuriel, because then it's Meryl and then it's Azumarill.
Right. Yep.
I don't know why I was blanking. Blanketing.
Boing, 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 boing. Shiny Azrael. Boing, boing. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, and he just hops off his little. What were those? What were those balls called? Those inflatable hoppy jumper things. You run around Toys R Us with them all the time. What was it?
Oh no, you're talking. I know what you're talking about. I thought you meant yoga balls for a second. I don't remember what it's called.
Kind of like, I don't know. It's a yoga ball with a handle, basically, is what it is.
I had those, and I had the ball that had the plastic stand around it, and you could pogo stand on it.
Mm-hmm.
That nearly broke a bunch of ankles.
So many ankles.
So many ankles. So little time.
All right. Are you ready yet, Charles?
I'm in ready. I was born ready. Are you ready, Joe?
Yeah. Let's do this thing.
Okay, let me record. Let me do my vocal warm-ups.
Mamu, la la li la lu.
Do re mi fa sol la ti do.
There we go.
And on that note, welcome to Pokemon GO Podcast, where we talk about everything that's cool with Pokemon. We're your number one source for news, reviews, tips, and we've been recognized on Twitter as an official podcast of things. So it's awesome. Not my Twitter.
Of things, not of
things.
Pokemon GO.
We're an official, exactly. We're officially able to tweet.
Well, we got a spotlight this week for our podcast, and that was really awesome. And go check our Twitter out to see that. But hey, that's not what we're here to talk about. I'm Charles McFall, Rock Out Podcasting. Over here, I can't remember which way I want to point. It's Joseph Ard.
Howdy. How's it going?
And the man who's put together this beautiful new bezel and everything else that we got going on live right now, Brian Emmett.
Hello. Yeah, how's it going?
Was great, man. Everybody who's live, I'd like to see what you think of the new duds that we're sporting. We appreciate you here live on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or Twitch. We're not on Twitter. We're on twitch.tv/Pokemon GO Podcast.
Wait, I thought we were official on Twitter now. Do you mean official on Twitch?
No, we're not. No,
Where are we official? I don't know.
We're not official anywhere. Someone just there's a Twitter account, a group that corroborates with a bunch of different, or just recognizes a bunch of different sources for Pokemon.
Uh-huh.
And they recognized us this week.
Okay, gotcha. So, that's cool.
Yeah,
that is a cool thing.
John Cena. That's who I is. So, Joe, what's your experiences over the holidays with the Pokemonons? Unless you want to go last. You can go last if you like.
I can go first. It's all good. You'll be overshadowed, but it's all right.
I know.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay.
I'm excited for you. I'm so excited.
So, this isn't actually Pokemon Go related. Well, it sort of is because it'll lead to stuff for Pokemon Go. But I got a random package this last week with Christmas gifts.
Did you have a dog sniff it for drugs?
That's always a good idea.
I just assumed there were drugs in there and just opened it right up.
Detonated in the garage to be safe.
The kids open my package. I got 4 of them. So the kids open my package in case it blows up. I still have 3 kids left. It's all right. You didn't get it.
That's why you have multiples.
And in said package was a Nintendo Switch. So from an anonymous donor.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So that anonymous donor is not anonymous to me. They reached out to me, and I so far I have 2 games, and there's one on the way. One of the games came today, and it just happens to be Let's Go Pikachu.
Nice.
So,
Good deal.
yeah.
Have you even taken the plastic off of that thing yet? Have you even popped the chip? No, make sure you lick the game
Oh yeah,
cartridge
I gotta.
before.
Wait.
What? What?
I heard they don't taste very good.
That's the whole point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the cartridge. That's right.
they taste horrible. It's like if they wouldn't have said anything, no kid would have ever eaten one of those. But because they said, by the way, these things taste horrible, everybody's gonna be like, really? Lick. Yeah.
Oh, fun! The inside of it is a map of Kanto.
Yes.
So, but yeah, so I kind of wish we weren't recording right now so I could just dive into it, but I'll have to do that later. And yeah, so I can start getting Meltan boxes and giving out Meltan boxes and
Awesome.
That is
having
really cool.
wonderful adventures. I briefly looked into how to stream the Switch,
Mhm.
and the main thing that people use for it is the Elgato, but apparently my computer it does not meet the minimum specifications for the Elgato. So when I finally upgrade my computer, I would like to start streaming some of my
That'd be awesome.
Switch play.
Yeah.
So I've got Let's Go Pikachu. I've got Pokken Tournament. Super Mario Odyssey is on the way.
Oh, so good.
And my brother-in-law, when he goes home, is gonna, because he's out here right now for the holidays. When he goes home, he's gonna mail me Breath of the Wild because he doesn't like it. He's the only person I've ever heard of that doesn't like it.
Yeah, he's
But he doesn't
the
like
only
it.
person on Earth that doesn't like Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's such a good game.
Well, I hate it because I don't have it. 'Cause I don't have a Switch.
Yeah. Charles, I'm imagining that ours is on the way. They have to be. It
Yeah,
just got delayed
yeah,
in shipment from Memphis or something.
For a moment, when we found out that it was like, what? I want one.
Of
And I was
course.
like, you know what, though? Joe's a great guy. I can't ever remember a time Joe was like,
Yeah.
you know, he would never cuss, but like, you know, forget the world. And, you know, I'm like, so, you know what? Joe deserves it. He's
Joe
a good guy.
Joe is the heart and soul of this show, and
He is.
despite the fact that he knows way more about Pokemon than you and I know combined. Quick, Joe! What are the weaknesses for poison type? Quick!
Psychic, ground.
There you go. See?
I think
He could be
steel.
making it up for all I know, and I don't know enough to say that he is. Right? Like,
Right.
like that's so.
Right.
There might be more. I'm sure there's more, but psychic, ground, and steel are the ones that immediately come to mind.
Let's see.
Now I'm gonna Google.
Poison, ground, rock, and ghost, and steel. Yes.
Okay, so not psychic,
Not
ghost.
psychic.
All right.
Psychic ghosts are immune.
So
But still,
I just whenever in Generation 1, whenever I fought Agatha, because Gengar is ghost poison,
Mhm.
I always used ground type moves against it. Used Earthquake. Boom.
Nice.
So
Very cool.
I hope you have a ton of fun and your kids
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, exactly.
oh yeah, they were very disappointed when my wife told them that they had to wait for me to get home to play the game. And well, they're in bed now, so they won't be starting it with me. So,
That's a good wife, though. That's a really good wife there.
Your kids probably get a kick out of 1-2-3 Switch is a really fun game, and Snipper Clips, which is a downloadable title that is a blast on there for kids, parents. Like basically, it's a fun game, but it's one that your kids can easily get into and play. So
okay. Yeah, we're looking at a few that would be more friendly to them, because obviously, like
For sure.
Breath of the Wild, not so kid friendly.
not super kid friendly, but really, I mean, it's Nintendo. You're not going to get.
Well, no, they could. I'm not
it's
saying
gory
like
or-
I wouldn't let them play it. I'm saying that they wouldn't be coordinated enough to get it.
I get you. Yeah, for sure.
But,
I'm not coordinated enough to play Breath of the Wild. Who are we kidding here?
Like we played Pokken Tournament the other day, and of course it's just the typical kid button mashing.
Right.
But while you've got that on the screen, did you notice every time you touch the Pokeball, Pikachu's hat goes, "Wah."
Yes. Well, it's the same kind of thing. Like if you, oh, come on, knock it off, Pikachu. You've already made me blow how many balls? Oh, jeez. Let's not. That's hilarious. That right there. That I didn't notice. I noticed that when he jumped up. That's hilarious.
Wink,
It's like,
wink.
hey, is that hey, is that in
like-
a stone over there? Boing.
They linked it to the Jar Jar Binks effect. It's like, if they're not going to like our hats, we're going to make them more annoying.
That's right. Exactly. I mean, I knew that if you did let's get it to the select screen. If you spun him around, then his hat moved accordingly. And I know there was the thing, like if I do, oh, it's not doing it. Oh yeah, it is. Like, so if I just sit here, he stops. But then if I go, then the little ball thing moves. It used to be the thing where if you turned your phone upside down, it would even stretch out. Does it do that anymore?
Yeah, it used to be when you moved your phone, it would move with it. Try it. Is it working?
No, I'm holding it upside down and it's yeah, it's not moving. Aww.
Yeah, Evil Imp points out that the Santa Hat Pikachus don't have present this year. The ability present, the move present.
Delibird has
like
it,
they
but
did last year.
Pikachus don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Guess they're not Delibird's little helpers this year.
I guess not. They're just on their own. They're Santa posers is what they are.
Santa.
So what are your guys' experiences?
Well, mine is going to go really quick because I really don't have one. I haven't. I've gone out and done a couple Shinx raids because they were near places that I was driving by, and those are so easy to solo. Obviously, have not done any more because I talked about my Heatran raid last week, right? I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one that I missed. Tomorrow is my Deoxys raid, which again is still the boring old attack form. No, whatever his current form is. Normal form. Right? It's normal form? I can't remember. Whatever his current form is.
Well, he just switched to the attack form, but I don't think that.
But
is that live? That is live.
It's not live yet. The brand new one?
Oh.
No, not until invitations that went out after December 20th.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, so I've just got another boring old Deoxys. But I'm looking forward to still doing it. I mean, it's fun. There it is right there. That dude.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, you can't, like his legs. You think his arms, no, I guess they don't. They're just
I think he's straight out sponsored by Twizzlers.
They should make a Deoxys Twizzlers, right? Those colors.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. I would totally buy some of those.
I think that a bunch of people would totally buy that.
Yeah. So anyway, pretty disappointing week for me. Not disappointing. Lackluster week when it comes to getting out and playing Pokemon. I've been doing a lot of family stuff, so it's really just been kind of hit or miss here and there whenever I can. So, but tomorrow is an EX raid. I'm looking forward to that.
Very cool. Well, Joe, you thought you were going to overshadow me this week, but I got to tell you, my cousin Ryan came over, and he brought his new movie Detective Pikachu with him, and so we watched it for Christmas. Awesome. I had a great family gathering with my cousin Ryan. Man, him and I are tight, and it's just really cool to see him again.
Little Ray.
Yeah, got to see. Actually, I was hoping Lady Jasmine would be here tonight, because I waited all week to do because I had no real way of, she's not on Twitter, we're not on Facebook, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what? I'll just wait till Thursday, and we'll do on the show, we'll do the pop the lucky eggs and become the best friends.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not here tonight. So I managed to get my spins in every day this week except today, and I still might get it tonight after the shows. I've caught stuff every day. Now, here's an interesting thing, Joe. I don't know if this is a known thing, because a lot of times I think I found a bug, and it's about 50-50 on either I noticed it and nobody else did, or everybody knew about that and they're fixing it. But on my field research, right, I was saving, as I do. I wait till the numbers line up and catch them. And I had an empty slot. Well, I opened it up yesterday because it was orange. And I was like, what's going on? And it said claim reward, like it had claimed my package for me, which I didn't do. And it was sitting there waiting, because I won't leave it. If I claim it, I play it. And so my box at the end of the thing was claiming, like, I didn't want to do that. I already have a ton of Moltres. I wanted to wait till, okay, whatever. So I had to claim it. And
it doesn't matter. Moltres is going to be in there for a long time.
mulch is still going to be January too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll get to that, but
We'll
that's not
get
what
to
I'm. That's not what it automatically claimed to that spot. I was like, huh. So I caught my Moltres and claimed my reward for yesterday to get the stamp. Today I opened it up tonight. It's sitting there saying claim reward, and it wouldn't let me do anything else unless I claimed it. So I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, I've gotten that too, where it says you must claim your existing reward before you can.
And I still have a slide over, so it's not like I was storing anything. It was just a
Right.
weird little. But the one where it claimed the prize at the end, the seventh day, research day, whatever it is, that I was like, why did that claim? That's weird.
That is.
And maybe it's just glitching out or something. I don't know. But I can tell from your face, Joe, that you're quietly searching the internet that you have not heard of this one yet.
No,
or he's chatting.
That doesn't surprise me.
Right.
So, well, let's lead right into the news.
Yeah, perfect.
News watch. Joe, you're saying we're going to have Moltres. We're not getting a new box like at the end of the month, like we have every other month until now. We're getting Moltres again.
Yes, but he's getting joined by friends. It's our last source. So if you're wanting to look it up in our spreadsheet, yeah. So January and February, so until March 1st, the 8 available legendary Pokemon in the research breakthrough will be Lugia, Ho-Oh, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune.
Okay.
I don't really care about any of those.
I know.
But
It's like, all right. I mean, it'd be nice to shoot for getting some more shinies of those or some more better IV versions of those. But yeah.
I mean, maybe it would be weird, but maybe they're gonna throw the shinies of Raikou, Entei, and Suicune in there, and then it might be more worth it. But yeah, as is, I'm like, okay, I'll just catch them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
So,
but it's, I like the idea that it's possible that each time I open the box, it might be a different thing, because like we just talked about, right? We stagnate. You grab what you need, and if you're building up a Moltres army, then you're doing your field researches. But at some point, like somebody like me, it's okay. I've got 3 or 4 or 5 Moltreses now. We're at, close enough to the end of the year. I'm just going to hold it to get the new thing and build up on the new thing.
Right.
but it's not new.
But some of it's been new to me, right? All the cats are new to me,
right? Because you never did any of the. You
right.
So
Raikou, Entei, and Suicune actually matter for you if you get them.
Yeah, just have fun. I think I got.
Yeah.
Where I come through the boxes, I've got 1 or 2 of them, but
and a couple of these are decent in PvP. Zapdos is great in PvP, I think. I mean, when he's used against me, he seems to get a lot of charged moves out before I can get anything going.
Now, what would be nice, I guess, or better, is if these weren't random. So then you could say, okay, I want Lugia because I want to get the shiny. I'm going to try 8 times because, I mean, it's 2 months. So roughly 8 times, maybe 9 times. I haven't looked at how it lines up. But, you could increase your chances of getting specific ones. If you could actually pick, this might not be half bad.
That would be really cool.
But,
yeah. I can't see them doing it, but it would be really cool. It'd just be nice to get Latios, Rayquaza.
Yeah, no, Latios haven't come back since they first debuted.
Yeah.
And yet the legendary birds, this is what, their 7th time?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Like the 3-hour raid days, we've had him again. We've had the had him in the research tasks. It's just give us something new, please. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Groudon would be great. Kyogre would be great.
Yeah, and now somebody, Mr. Tamarine says, I still don't have a Ho-Oh, so I'm happy. Yeah, Kyogre, Ho-Oh, I'm down. Especially, both of those, really. even though they probably won't ever put my Ho-Oh in the game. That I
Your Ho-Oh, the EX.
yeah, I've got that. That's the one song that I have. It's the score. It's the foil. It's a foil card or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Think of it, and it's just massively powerful. It's so crazy powerful. But you got to build it up, and once you build it up, it's like it's unstoppable. It's really awesome. So yeah, I love that thing. I like overpowered hammers. I like the whole.
Yeah.
Now, Joe, I think you've mistitled this one here. Mildly interesting fact. What's the fact, Joe? What's the fact there?
So I haven't evolved a Meltan yet, but now that I've got Let's Go, that should be coming shortly, right?
Yep.
But apparently, when you evolve Meltan, the Melmetal will be exactly 100 times the weight of your Meltan. And interestingly enough, if you're just catching normally and transferring, it takes 100 Meltan to evolve into a Melmetal to get those 400 candies.
Oh, right.
Okay.
So it's just a little snippet. We keep finding out little things here and there about Meltan and Melmetal. I think we mentioned it on air, but Melmetal melts when you beat him in a gym.
Oh, really? No, I haven't seen that. Oh, that's cool. So he probably does it in PvP too.
And Meltan, the little I becomes an X instead of a circle.
Yeah, that I knew. That I remember from us talking about it. That's cool. Oh, I haven't seen that gym business. I gotta see that. That's cool. I bet there's a video of it somewhere.
Oh, there is.
Yeah. Hey, what are you typing there? What are you typing there, Joe?
Nathan Epp is calling me out on my math because technically you have to save one to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
So 100 Meltan caught and transferred, you can only transfer for 99 of them because you have to keep one.
You have to have one to evolve. Yeah.
So it's only $3.99. But I didn't say I was saving one. I just
fair enough. All right, fair enough.
So
cool.
And by the way, I want to throw this out. I've been remiss to mention it. Nathan did it here. If you hit exclamation point and the letter S and hit the space bar and you're live here on the show, you can suggest titles for the show as we go through the episode. As in this case, Nathan suggested Joe's Math is Off, which will be in the running for the show title for tonight. And then at the end, you can vote for the title again here live on the show, and you get your Twitch tag put in if you're the winner.
In the art. Yep. Exactly. Yep. It's a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun.
So lots of people are starting to pop up on those Heatran raids, right? And it's starting to make its way.
Mm-hmm.
Where does it fall in the meta of the game? Is this the one that I need to go out and get absolutely because of PvP or what?
Well, he is one of the tankiest fire types. But, that kind of helps because he's steel fire.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got a lot of resistances, 10 resistances, but he also has a lot of weaknesses. And so all in all, he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
He does well.
His steel makes him a pretty good contender, but the fire, the fire aspect, there are a lot of good counters for fire. So
yeah, this particular article that we've got says that he is arguably the greatest fire type in the game. I disagree, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He is good. He is good. He's just so right now the meta is mostly tanky people that do decent damage, and he fits that. Mm-hmm. He will be in the meta until they revamp everything like they are wont to do. As a legendary, he has the stats to back it up. Last week we talked about how his stat total is roughly the same, or is the same as Mew. So he's not like crazy OP, but he is good. And so if you want a tanky fire type, definitely get as many as you can, so that you have plenty of chances to get good IVs, but also plenty of candies to power them up.
So just like most of the Pokemon, if you work it right, you can make it work for you.
If you got good balance on the other two, yeah. Does he have any good alternative moves that are kind of help him cover some deficiencies? Like,
So his other charge move. Well, I mean, he got 2 fire charge moves. Well, that's great. But when you're going for a second move, you don't necessarily want the same typing. Unless you're going for a specific strategy where one of them takes a lot fewer bars. So it takes a lot less to actually use it so that you can get them to burn through their shields faster. Excluding that strategy, you don't necessarily want the same type for both of your charge moves. The other move he has for charge move is Stone Edge, which is okay. It's a good move, but he doesn't have stab on it. I personally, given that he's a legendary, it's going to take 100 candies and what is it, 100,000 Stardust? Am I remembering that correctly?
I think so. Yeah, because he's right. Because he's a legendary. Yes.
Yeah, I'd probably save it for someone else. He is like we've been saying, he is good. He gets out DPS'd by Moltres and Flareon. But with those resistances and his high defense, he does have the staying power. So, and the fact that Earth moves, which is one of his major weaknesses, Earth moves are not really in the meta right now. That does help. So,
okay. Interesting.
I say it all the time. Earth ground type moves are not in the meta. So, but speaking of the meta, there's actually been a glitch. I don't know if it's been resolved yet, where the Alolan types, their typing isn't correct in PvP when applying super effective and things like that. So hopefully they get that fixed already, or maybe they already have. I don't really use the Alolan types very much, but that's one of the issues that there is with. I mean, there's plenty of bugs right now with PvP, and we were talking about off air how they really need to rework how challenges work remotely, because if you're not communicating with each other, you'll never know that you even got challenged,
right?
And so I don't know what the solution there is, but they need to rework that, even if it's as basic as saying I'm online.
Yeah, just like a little switch you can turn on that says available for PvP, because right now you get a notification even if you don't have a Go Plus, a Pokeball Plus, or a Gacha attached. You still get a notification saying, hey, one of your eggs is about to hatch. And it'd be really cool if you got one of those notifications saying, so-and-so just challenged you to a duel. And it would be really quick for you to click that, go into your game, and start playing it. Just some sort of, addition to the notification system, in addition to the a flag for PvP availability, I think would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to get notifications that says, hey, Brian anybody wants to battle with you, yes or no, and you just jump right in. Or just even being on right now, I'll be able to see just a flag by my friends list so I can send a challenge to people online.
Right.
With them. So yeah, do it. You did the field research for a bit. Do this too.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Cool.
The 7K eggs, we've gotten a bunch of new ones. Apparently, though, most people.
But did we really?
I don't know. We were told we were getting new ones. I don't know.
Yeah. So there was a survey done by the Sylph Road, and it turns out the brand new babies only pop out of eggs about 2.76% of the time.
Jeez.
So
barely one better than 1 out of 50.
Yeah,
Ugh.
one out of 36 roughly.
Okay. Oh, right.
So,
Okay, it's 2.73. So almost 3, right? 3%. Jeez. Yeah, that's weak.
yeah, that is very sad. Of the 3 new babies, Munchlax, Chingling, and Mantike, Munchlax takes up 2.06% of that 2.76. So the other 2 share 0.7%.
Okay.
So yeah, if
Jeez.
you've got a Chingling,
Yeah.
keep that baby. It is rare.
Yeah, I've not gotten a Chingling.
1 in 468.
Wow. So it's really worth it right now to just focus on 7K eggs. Just do your friends' gifts before you swing by any Pokestops and get other colored eggs, because you're basically going to, on average, have to open almost 500 of these to get a Chingling.
Yeah, or just wait 3 days and then
Till they adjust the percentage.
Like crazy.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Well, because in 3 days we get the 2 times hatch rate.
Oh, right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
you want to hatch a bunch of them, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
So
I've been hatching like
hatch
crazy.
away.
Yep.
Now we got the PvP trainer battles, right? What does that mean? 6 creature trainer battles were considered for Pokemon Go.
So right now, when you go into a battle,
Mm-hmm.
you only use 3 Pokemon.
And I thought it seems standard for the cartoon from what I can fuzzily remember.
The old games are 6v6.
Are they?
Like your party,
Yeah.
your party of Pokemon and even Let's Go is a party of 6. So you can
The Donner Party?
donor party of 6, table for 6
Donner
please.
Party?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but I agree with what one of the designers, Matt Ein, or Eins, depending on which part of the article you read, his name is spelled differently.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But he states that they just dragged on over time. So going to 3v3, the battles were quicker, and each individual Pokemon became much more important.
Totally okay with that.
That sounds
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 3v3s, they, in my opinion, they're the perfect amount of time that you sink into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
For sure. Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't mind in the future them offering different game modes where you could play 6v6 if you wanted, or 3v3.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Maybe even have like a 6v6 league in addition to the Great and Ultra and all those as an option. Yeah, I mean.
Well, and
go ahead.
Here, you go first, and then I'll say what I was going to say.
So even playing in Let's Go, your party is 6, but usually the ones you're playing against, unless they're bosses, big bosses, are only going to have 1 or 2. So that 6 is really your party. You're just going to be pulling out the one that's got a really good offense against their defense. But man, even if it was 6v6 in oh sure, Charles, even if it was 6v6 in Let's Go, I think it feels like it would take forever.
Yeah. And in the main series game, you could choose specific themed battles. For instance, there's a ton of different ones, but like unevolved one, there was one where you can only use unevolved Pokemon, and I don't know, there's a bunch of them that in the different games that they've had different themed battles that had specific restrictions on them. That would be interesting mix up. I mean, obviously we just barely got PvP. They're going to expand on it in the future. And so I would love to see some of these mechanics from other games migrate over to Pokemon Go.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be cool. Give it an option.
Just imagining playing 6. Obviously, if it are in a battle right now, that when I saw you had a Salamence come out, I was like, wait a minute, did I pick the wrong league? That's a big dragon to try to kill. I don't understand. Having to go through 3 of these or 6 of these, it does seem.
It feels like it would take such a long time. I'm totally on board with the shorter games. Totally on board. With that.
Are you both finding that not a whole lot of people are wanting to battle? Because I don't have a whole lot of battle invites for people online most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, I get the occasional invitation. I have to, post in our Discord or something like that and say, hey, anybody? And then I usually get like Terry Wolf. I get stuff from listener Dodd Vickers all the time. But
Terry gave me grief last week. Like, we can't battle. We're not enough friends. He still hasn't opened my present from last week.
So he's doing a great job of keeping up with all that, huh?
Yeah. So just say Terry, because they're listening. Yeah, I should try that. Honestly, I did not even think about just jumping into. I guess you're blasting me there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping into our Discord, who's available.
It's garbage though. I might get to see Meltan melt, or I mean not Melmetal melt here in a second.
Hey, you know what? Let's do it for the show.
Yeah, I'm alright with that. Here he goes. I won't use my shields.
I mean, you're gonna take out.
Oh, look at that! That's so cool. He totally turned into a pile of goo.
Yes, geez. Let's find the rarest of freaking Pokemon to keep them just under 2,500 points.
Hey, this is my Dragon Fairy Steel team.
This is the freaking unicorn team, man. It's like, wait, those are myths. Those creatures don't even exist.
They're not mythical. Oh, I have no protect shields. Let's see what he does to him. He might.
Dun dun dun.
That's a pretty powerful shot.
Surf. And what's the other one? Earthquake. Which one would have been better, Joe? Surf or Earthquake?
Against Togekiss?
Yeah, he's a flying, so Earthquake probably wouldn't have done much because ground attacks.
Yeah, not Earthquake.
Yeah.
Well, Surf fills up faster. I went with that one. You know what? I got your last one. I'm happy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So, all right, that's enough for our fight break. Back to the show.
Yeah, exactly.
So, real quick.
Yeah.
Apparently, our video's lagging.
Yeah. We don't have. Oh, it looks like we had dropped frames for a little while, and we don't current. Oh, no, we're getting dropped frames again.
There might be something on Emmett's side. Yeah, I see it lagging just a little bit too.
Yeah.
But we're doing pretty solid for having outside the house tech issues going on.
Yeah, it is a CenturyLink issue that we'd be having on either side.
So while Emmett is looking at that real quick, Joe, you need a new computer. I found the way for you to get one.
Okay.
You need to be an AR developer and enter this contest. And with that $1 million, you can buy yourself a new computer.
Perfect.
Yeah. That's true.
Man, step one, find out what AR means. Step two,
augmented reality.
Well, see, you got step one down. You're good. Step two is question mark. Step three is rule the world. So there you go.
Profit. You're one step three, profit.
Step three is profit. Yep. I got it wrong.
So much profit.
I have $1 million profit.
Yeah.
And I have until February 17th to pull all this off.
Mm-hmm.
Lunch breaks, man.
Exactly.
I know you got them.
Exactly.
Come on.
I do have lunch breaks. You're not wrong.
If any of the three of us could do it, it's you, Joe. I think you can do this.
Well, without a doubt, if any of us could, it would be me.
What is it you have to do to win the $1 million? What's blue, arrogant? What can I say?
Well, I was going more that I have a computer science degree, whereas
that's true, but not the point.
Well, it kind of is when you're talking about a developer, an augmented reality developer contest.
But what does somebody have to do to win this contest? What are they looking for?
All right, so Niantic is seeking applicants to, quote, create new video game experiences that push the boundaries of AR. They've left. This article doesn't. Maybe I don't see a link to the specifics of the contest in here.
Right.
But yeah, they're trying to get people, and I'm sure that this is not only will you get the $1 million, not only will you get the $1 million, but you'll probably also get offered a job. I mean,
yeah.
And so, yeah. This is a very interesting. It'll be interesting to see submissions. I hope they make them public. And that would be awesome to see what people come up with.
It depends on their goal. Now they might show them off in public, I guess some, but I imagine like most contests in the small boilerplate print, it says all submitted ideas are property of Niantic.
Become property, exactly.
Well, and they can display it without providing the coding.
True, it's true.
And so I would be interested to see some of the demos that people put out there. That would be awesome.
It would be really cool. I mean, I think Trainer Tips did a really cool one fairly early on, demonstrating what it would be how cool it would be to have this AR thing in game. He basically, I think, used After Effects, Adobe After Effects or something, and created this Pokemon styled AR game. I'm trying to remember what all the things were that it added, but it was really, really cool. It'd be nice to see something like that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping they steal the ideas to somehow fix Pokemon Go Fest. That's what it sounds like.
Make it totally VR instead of AR. Make Pokemon Go Fest VR. We'll all get out our Oculus Go's and we'll all attend, and it'll be perfect.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually pretty cool. But I was looking at their little sticky sheet, mock up how you do projects, and it said real life event. And it looks like a stage, and that's what made me think, oh no, they're fixing Pokemon Go Fest. They're just not going to be open about it.
Yeah.
Now we all have Pokemon Go Pluses or the Gachas, which is basically the same thing. And I know Ibit has the Ball Plus, as does Phil Keating.
That's right.
And both of you would be saying that the Ball Plus is, it's okay. The question is, if I have the Go Plus, why should I upgrade to the Ball Plus?
And so mostly I included this because I really liked the conversation that was going on in here, because I was curious, because I don't have the Ball Plus. I do have Let's Go. In general, the consensus amongst all the people in this thread was that if you have Let's Go, and the Ball Plus is awesome because of how much it benefits both of the games.
Yeah.
The experience that you get for the Pokemon for Let's Go is awesome. It also works as a remote for the game as well, for the Switch. And then, of course, it functions like a Plus when you've got it connected to Pokemon Go.
Right.
So the general consensus is, if you have Let's Go, the Ball Plus is great. If you don't have Let's Go, basically most people are like, get the gacha.
yeah, exactly.
Well, because at this point you can't buy the Plus. They like, unless you find it on eBay or something, they're not making it anymore.
Oh wow. Right. Huh. So they really want you to go for the Pokeball Plus.
Very full, because you travel the world. Check those clearance aisles, because you can take a feeling on people. My Plus is dead. I'll pay double, and then here you go.
Yeah, no, it is great. It's a great addition if you've got Let's Go, because the XP that you get, you throw a Pokemon in a ball, especially one that you like, you've got your team of 6, you've gotten them all built up, and then you get that Dratini. It's like, oh, I really want to level up that Dratini and turn it into a Dragonite. Then you can throw it in the Pokeball Plus, take it out to the park, or go about your day, and it'll level with XP while you're doing all your other things, which is really, really cool.
Or throw that trash Magikarp in there.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So that you don't have to keep swapping it. Although I think they've fixed that a bit with... Do they give you the experience share in that game, in Let's Go?
No, huh? The experience share? Oh, yes. Yeah, so when you get experience for one of your Pokemon, I mean, it really happens during battles, it happens during catches. You don't get experience share during when you bring a Pokemon back from... No.
Yeah, because in the early games, experience share wasn't... like, you got it so late that it didn't matter.
Oh, really? Okay.
But they've tweaked how the experience works. I think it was Gen 5 or 6, where you got experience after catching, just like you did after battle and things like that. And it just made it a lot easier so that it wasn't as grindy.
Yeah.
Some people say they went too far, made it too easy to level, but I personally
I don't
like
mind it.
that-
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I kind of like it. But yeah, I can see how somebody could have that argument for sure.
So
That ain't going to be me.
We just a bunch of random topics
It really is, yeah.
tonight. It's kind of hard to roll.
And it's funny because we haven't even. I'm looking at our notes. We don't have a thing in here. We'll have to add it. Talking about the next community day, which just got announced.
we talked about it last week.
Did we really? It got announced early enough that we knew about it last week.
The Totodile one?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's the January and February.
It's January 12th.
No. There's a new thing that just got announced today. I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah, we
talked
talked
about
about that. Yeah, that was the
That's
That's
what
the
that's
legendaries.
the new research breakthrough
hmm
for January and February.
All right, Nicole, you're not an easy win, and you're pissing me off right now. But you know where they don't have that problem? In Miyagi Prefecture of Japan. They don't have that problem.
Yeah, so they're announcing this way early. Have you guys looked at this yet?
I'm just looking at it now. Yeah.
So they're announcing that Japan is going to be hosting a Lapras tourism campaign, which it makes sense so that people can actually plan their trips. That they would announce it so early, but it's for October.
October 2019.
And a lot of people suspect that shiny Lapras will end up being at this event. Japan has gotten.
No, I would hope so.
Yeah, Japan has gotten some shinies that no one else has gotten. Like, for instance, the Sandshrew. They got shiny Sandshrew. Wow, that's a tongue twister.
Yeah, shiny Sandshrew.
Shiny Sandshrew. They got him, and he hasn't been released worldwide as far as I know, though I suspect that will be coming in the next week or so. But yeah, so theoretically, shiny Lapras. I don't think I'm going to be spending the money to go to Japan.
No, but at least they're letting you know early enough that you can get tickets if you need to.
All right, Nathan Epps said the shiny Sandshrew is released worldwide.
Oh, it is. Cool.
So yep. So he's out there. Good luck finding him while the Christmas event is going on. But
yeah, exactly. Maybe back in I know he's all over the place in Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada. So because the biomes, obviously sand biomes, ground biomes, or whatever. I saw tons of them out in Vegas, so maybe that's a good place to go if you want to try if you really want to try and catch a shiny Sandshrew.
Yeah, and technically. This doesn't, like, they say that it'll be heavily tie in with Pokemon Go, but it doesn't technically say that. So it says the full details haven't been released. They claim that they know that it's going to be heavily tied into Pokemon Go. It would make sense, and it probably will be. But yeah, it should be fun for those that are in Japan already, or those that have a lot of free time and money.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of the YouTubers end up there.
I bet you Barry Falk end up there.
Oh yeah, no kidding. If he times it right,
You think so?
he could certainly. I mean, he's gone
good.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably pretty good at timing those trips just right.
I think that Terry Wolf should trade in some of his millions of XP for traveler miles.
Right. If only Southwest allowed you to use Pokemon XP as vouchers.
Oh man, this last one is kind of cool. Pokestop nominations now support Google Satellite and Roadmap for location selection. But can we do that through the game though?
We can't, not yet. It's still in beta and in specific areas.
Exactly. As great as this is, unless you're in Brazil or
what was it? Brazil, Korea. There, I don't know. There's a handful of spots, a handful of locations where you're allowed to submit Pokestop nominations. But hopefully this means that we're gonna get it sooner rather than later. I honestly don't think we're gonna see this until probably about May. But We'll see.
But it'll be nice. There's a park that just got built over here that's got a bunch of sculptures in it. First thing I'm going to do is go over and suggest that. As fun as it would be to say, here is the home of one of the hosts of the Pokemon Go podcast. I think that's a for sure Pokestop suggestion. It does make more sense to shoot for a park.
I like it. I'm gonna have to build a Pikachu statue in my front yard. So
there you go. Yeah, that's an idea. Heck, I could 3D print one. Maybe that's an idea. Just 3D print a
10-foot statue.
A 10-foot statue. It'll have to be done in sections, mind you.
With little plastic bolts to hold it together.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
and, while we're on this topic still, before you transition, Evil Imp asks if you can still submit stuff through English. And yes, as far as I know, that you can still submit stuff through English. Boy, the Seashells.
Joe has problems with English.
Yes, you can still submit stuff, and most likely it will become something in Pokemon Go. But yeah, so that's still there for people that can speak right. So,
well, even if you can speak right, you're still allowed to listen to the Satchel Podcast Player, where you can search locally for all your favorite podcasts, including ours. If you're in the Atlanta area, you can say, hey, look for podcasts in my area, or search Atlanta and Pokemon Go Podcast should pop up. You can also tweet directly through the app to us as you listen to the show, and support us by hitting the support button, and it goes to our Patreon. And so check out Satchel Podcast Player at satchelplayer.com or everywhere that you get your apps. It's pretty cool stuff. And Bo's he's still teasing that 2.0, man.
He is. Good. Well, get on it, Bo. We better get first advance rights to be able to promote it here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it comes out
sure.
soon. So we have a new Patreon. Speaking of patreon.com for Pokemon Go Podcast, Pogiaco, as I hope is how you say that.
Echo.
And they are our new patron, and welcome, and hope you enjoy the Discord and the community and everything we got going on there. You can join yourself either here if you watch on Twitch. You can go there if you listen on the podcast. Either way, it's patreon.com/Pokemon Go Podcast. Lots of great different reward tiers there, and it's a great place to hang out and talk Pokemon. It's awesome stuff.
Cool.
Joe, I know you're kind of cranky and you want to get to your let's go. But it's not time for the show to end yet. What time is it?
It is time for random trivia. And this week I wanted to talk about Krogunk. Not only is he new to Pokemon Go, but my son has been playing with the little Krogunk figure all week.
Oh, nice.
So I showed him the one that I caught in game, and he was so excited. My kids, when I show them Pokemon in game, they like to say, oh, what do they do? Touch them. And so they poke them, and then they roar.
I always forget that you can do that when you tap on them and they do their attack move or their it is their attack move, right?
Yeah. Yep. And so Krogunk and its evolved form Toxicroak are both fighting poison type Pokemon. And they are the toxic mouth Pokemon. Beware their halitosis.
Orbit's gum will fix that.
What's that?
Orbit's gum will fix that. Turn him out.
It's super effective.
That's right. Exactly. I've been thinking about like all the Britney Spears references every time you say toxic. But all right.
Yeah, all right. I got you.
Its Pokedex entries talk about how the little bulbs on its cheek are poison sacs, and then it tries to catch its foe off guard by jabbing it with its toxic fingers.
A genuine guy.
Of course, yes.
And then Toxicroak, its knuckle claws secrete a toxin that apparently is so powerful that a scratch could prove fatal, even just a little scratch. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Don't want to come across it on a dark night.
I've been seeing people add it as their buddy, and I have not seen one in the wild yet. I take that back. I think I've seen the shadow of one.
I caught one over the weekend, so I have one.
Nice.
So, I don't really care for their shiny form. Basically, instead of the dark blue, they become a baby blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. And apparently it has a different male versus female form. But looking at the pictures, I can't really tell what the difference is, to be honest. So apparently they're slightly different.
I've been enjoying the Snover male versus female differences with the extra white stripe on their shirt.
Yeah. Some are just so subtle.
They really are, yeah.
But
yeah. Oh, wow, what a shot there. Jeez, Charles. Am I going to defeat you with one Pokemon? Just one powerful Venusaur.
I do keep lagging, but I think
you got to remember, this is Charles you're fighting.
Yeah, that's true. I think there's a pretty boss Venusaur. I'm lagging a little bit. Every once in a while, I was like, "Oh, do my power!" And it just sits there, and then I look at the stream and just watch you punch me in the face.
He
I
fought
don't know that's
Nicole.
gonna beat you anyway, but that was pretty cool.
He fought Nicole earlier, and apparently
Twice.
It's the first time that Nicole has ever won. Was against,
which is really nice of you to do that, Charles.
This is my gift to the Pokemon world. You want to win? Come fight me. You can have a win. I try, but yeah, she did well. She had some really good teams. I don't know who's beating her because she's got some. She actually has some two really good.
Probably
Maybe
Terry Wolf.
Yeah, fighting Terry.
Terry Wolf is if we have a tournament, we've got to handicap Terry Wolf somehow. Like he has to pick his.
He has to play with his left hand.
Right, exactly. One hand behind his back or something.
We picked his Pokemon for him.
He has to tap it with his nose.
Perfect.
And now we're turning our tournament to minute to win it. His Pokemon.
But
a Pokeball and a Kleenex box while he fights this tournament.
Perfect. Yes, it's a great idea.
But yeah, back to the trivia.
What?
I know, right?
There's more.
There's no other Pokemon has a poison fighting type combination except Krogunk and Toxicroak, which also means that these two are the only Pokemon with a double weakness to psychic types.
Oh.
What?
I said, if you bring out your psychic type, then he's wiped out quick. About that frog.
Real quick.
Yeah.
And then its name, Crow on both as Croak.
Croak,
so
sure.
There's Toxic
Gunk
Croak.
after Michael Jordan.
What?
Gunk after Michael Jordan.
Oh, Gunk. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, so Crow Gunk.
I tried, Barry. I tried. They just didn't get it. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, okay. And then Toxic is for Toxicroak.
Sure, makes sense.
Yeah. All right. You do you, Charles.
Poison
you do
goo.
What is the dunk supposed to be from?
It's not dunk.
It's not Crow Dunk. It's not
What
crow,
is it?
It's Crow Gunk, not Crow
Gunk.
Dunk.
That's why everyone's like, what are you talking about, Charles?
You said it's not Crow Dunk, it's Crow Dunk.
No, it's
It's
Crow,
Crow
Gunk.
With a G.
Oh.
Gunk. Charles, it's where's my money, Charles? It's Gunk.
Like it sounds that much different.
Cool whip.
All right, we've got.
Look, you're getting face palms in chat, Charles. Face palms in chat.
Hey, Evil MP is not bitting us up, so I don't care. Now, Egg Coin, Mike can give me a fake palm,
Right.
Yeah. But we have a speak pipe today. If you'd like to leave your voicemail, it's Pokemon GO Podcast.com. And then on the right-hand side of the screen, there's a tab, any device with a microphone, and 90 seconds, and you can leave your voicemail. And let's play this one from Jacket K.
Hey, Pokemon GO Podcast. Jack K here. Wanting to wish you all happy holidays. Okay, a little bit more than that. It's such a fantastic evening that I can't help but to humble brag about it. essentially the local area, like hometown-ish, like not even closer to home than areas I normally walk at, had like 3 dark eggs popping up at the same time. So I posted in the chat. We got people interested, even a couple people from out of town willing to come over, just because it was 3 Heatrans. And we ended up doing them all.
Wow.
And enough people to take them down. And it's a pretty fantastic raid time because the Heatrans turned weather boosted right in the middle of the second raid.
Oh,
so
wow.
I got a perfect attack Heatran of the CP 2121. And I got a 96%er weather boosted Heatran. Perfect stats in everything but defense. And that's not even the extent of it all. I did some trades around home at the time and got a few luckies in the process.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Is that and Eevees,
oh.
which may not seem that exciting, but I have been wanting to get a lucky Eevee for a long time. And that's finally the case. Anyways, hope you all have a fantastic Christmas, holiday, whatever you celebrate, and take care.
It's like you paused to let us get feedback and then came back. That was good. That was fun. That's how you should record. I dig it.
Totally. That's cool. Man, when the synchronicity happens and you've got 3, I like that he called them dark eggs. I guess that's a great way to, as opposed to legendary eggs or whatever. 3 dark eggs all showing up, and you can get a group together who can take them all out. That's the best, right? Because it's like, all right, 3 shots to get him, 3 shots to get a decent one, get a shiny one. I think it's great. So good on you, Jacket K. Well done.
Yeah, that's a good day.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how you
for sure.
That was pretty awesome.
So very good.
I've been trading some. I need to trade more with my wife. She doesn't play very much, but if I'd try to get some of those luckies, see how it does.
We've been we were pretty fortunate here with doing the show. We've got a lot of international listeners. So, man, doing some foreign trades and getting the distance is easy as pie with this community here. Like, people who join, do the Patreon, do the support for us, and get into the Discord, they get access to a whole bunch of internationals. I'm not trying to do this to plug our Patreon, but it is a nice side benefit that if you're looking to get gifts and eggs from international listeners, international community, then there's no better way to get that big group. I mean, I'm just seeing people, even people in chat passing around friend ID codes, which is great. I love seeing this community work together like that.
I have gotten a number of eggs from around the world. I got some friends in Italy, Spain, Austria, of course. Nicole, who's our awesome moderator here, she's in Austria. It's just fun, when you get to open an egg or a gift, it tells you the location. Like, all right, man, that came from halfway across the world. That's cool.
Portugal and Italy and France, Belgium. It's great. I mean, even stuff like Florida. For me, Florida's exotic, one of these exotic locations.
Part of the foreign country for you.
Exactly. Wow. Ooh.
That's actually pretty fair. I'll give you that one.
Yes. Anyway, very cool.
Anything else before we get out of here tonight?
I know I just did a lot of talking. I'm going to do a little more talking and say and tell people that on behalf of Joe and Charles and myself, we want to thank you guys for a great 2018. You guys are the candy beneath our wings. I don't know. You're the stardust beneath our wing. There's something there. I don't know what it is. You're the weather boosted wind beneath our wings. How's that? But no, I mean, the fact that you guys are such a great community, supporting the show, whether you're listeners or you chime in with SpeakPipe or emails, sending stuff in. We love hearing from you. We love getting your feedback. We love your support. And thank you guys. You guys are all awesome.
Absolutely.
There we go. So that's all I got.
Anything else, Joe, before we jump out of here?
I don't think so.
Now, remember, you got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, no staying up until 3 a.m. playing Let's Go. He's going to do it. He's going to do it.
He's going to, You be good. You be good to yourself and your family.
Your family needs you.
If you'd like to get on the show, email show@PokemonGoPodcast.com. PokemonGoPodcast.com is our website where I said you could do the speak pipe. That's the nice little tab on the right. Green, I believe, is what we shaded it. And you can leave a message. Reddit is /r/Pokemon Go Podcast. Facebook is /Pokemon Go Podcast. Twitter is @Pokemon Go Pod, where we have a lot of great interactions during the week. And the live shows here Thursday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/Pokemon Go Podcast. And the podcast comes out on the weekends, and you can get on any podcatcher out there. So if you miss part of the live show, you get the whole thing on audio if you just want to re-listen. Or if you have a random Thursday night off, y'all can swap places. That's how that works. Joe, where can they find you on the webs?
You can find me at Joseph_Ard.
You can find me at Coverville.
And you can find the real Bo York at the real Bo York, who does the the player, satchel player that we talked about before. And you can find me at Rock Out a Pod on Twitter. So tune in next week to hear Joe say,
Happy New Year. See you next year, guys.
Well, technically, you won't say see you next year next week.
That's true. It's true. You're not wrong. You're
welcome
not
to
wrong.
the future.
So, if one person becomes best friends with me right now, I will hit level 40.
Oh,
Not
really? Wow. Yeah, it won't be me.
God. Oh, man.
That's funny. Do you have somebody who's close?
Oh, yeah. I've reached out to, I sent messages to a couple of people because I have a lucky egg going, but they haven't responded. So I don't think it'll be happening tonight.
Oh, bummer.
It's okay. I became best friends with Vladivostok tonight.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm still only besties with Tina because I've been really trying to just get as many people into PvP range as possible. But yeah, I need to do a little more.
I now have 9 best friends.
Let's go vote on titles, my friends, and then I can go meet Tina's family. Well, I met them. I'm go meet up with them, I should say.
Whoa. Your connection is not private.
I know. I just got that too. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's weird.
Proceed to the unsafe link.
I'll allow it. If you click show details and then click visit this website, you can do it. And
I recorded on the wrong one, so I just have to relabel the track. This is what.
Oh, that's great. I love, you know what? I'm totally loving Vladivostok's. Shiny Sandshrew sells seashells by the seashore is great.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like yours, Brian. Dunkin' Donuts. That's awesome. Let's see. We got so many ankles.
That was even a pre-show one.
That was a pre-show one.
Welcome to the Future by Nathan EP. Nightbot is mean by Nathan. Recognized by Ed Coyne. Of course, a test by Nicole. Joe's math is off by Nathan. And Tess has got 2 votes right now.
I know, Test.
Shiny Sandshrew sells Seashells by the Seashore has got 6. And Crow Dunkin' Donuts has got 6.
Will you be the vote that sways it?
Exactly. We will take the next vote that changes it in favor of either one, and we'll make that the show title.
Good night, Dragons for lunch.
Yeah, the whole CenturyLink thing with the lag. I didn't think it was going to be a problem, and it wasn't for the most part. We only dropped 7.1% of our frames. I mean, it's 1 out of every 12 or something, but still, it's kind of frustrating.
Bomb now. It says Twitch machine got unplugged. Try again.
Oh,
there we
Shiny
go.
Sandshrew sells Seashells by the Seashore.
That's how long it took Vlad to create a new account and vote for his a second time. Totally fine. Boom, and it's in there. Good. Oh, it'll be nice to finally change the name that appears in our image away from Assorted Geekdom. It'll be nice to have a different name appear.
Yeah, what a jerk that Assorted Geekdom.
Golly, man.
Where was that? Oh, because he kept getting the titles.
He kept getting the winning titles. Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm gonna jump out, guys. I'm gonna work on the graphic tomorrow, and I'm gonna go somewhere where I can get more than 1 megabit per second of download speed. Out with Gina's
And
family.
I need to hurry up and make the post so that I can do stuff that's more important, like play Let's Go Pikachu.
Yeah, go have fun with that, man. You're gonna love it. It's a blast.
Awesome, dude.
All right, talk to y'all later.